Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I wanted to do quite a simple video, and the reason being is I'm not quite feeling myself. I've talked in a previous video about my struggles with mental health, and I've had not necessarily a rough few days. I have had a rough few days, but I've just had a strange couple of days. But I still wanted to film today because it's rare that I'm off work during the week. I've got a bit of time off. Well, today's my last day off. But I thought it was worth just taking advantage, obviously, of that quiet time in the house on my own. So I still wanted to do something. So I thought we could just do a word search today. And I've also got a cup of tea in my crazy cat lady mug. I'm a self-confessed crazy cat lady, in case I haven't mentioned it before. Okay, so let's just have a look through. I've done a few of these already. Let's see. Which one do I feel like doing today? I think we might do this one. This is an animal one. It's called Animal Mix. So I'm not going to do the colouring, I'm just going to do the word search today. I'm just going to pause the video a second and open the window because it's really warm in here. So you might be able to hear the wind blowing outside now. It's not too bad, but it is a little bit blowy today. But I couldn't breathe, I'm sat by the window and it was far too hot. So I'm going to have a sip of my tea and then we will get started. Okay. So I don't always necessarily do these in order, but I'll try and go through in order in case it annoys anybody. So the first one we're looking for is alligator. I can see lots of A's and L's. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit as well about what I've been up to, and why I'm feeling the way that I am. And I'm going to try and do this while looking for these words. It's not going to be very easy. Nope. Okay, so it was my birthday a couple of days ago, and I've never really been a fan of birthdays. I always find them quite difficult. I suppose there's a few reasons, really. I have never really had much confidence, and I've never enjoyed being the centre of attention, so that makes birthdays, understandably, kind of difficult. Okay, I've had to close the window again because one of my neighbours decided that after the street being quiet all day, now is a good time to obviously start doing whatever he's doing. Chopping something, sawing something, I don't know. No, he's not stopped. I was going to say, I guarantee now I've closed the window, he'll stop. But he hasn't, so I'm really sorry about that, and I hope it hasn't bothered anybody too much. Oh, and I've just found alligator. so as I was saying before we were rudely interrupted, yeah, I've never really been a fan of birthdays. We're looking for ant next. Oh, and it's by there. I don't like being the centre of attention, so that's always made it an issue. I kind of always feel bad, I suppose, when people give me the attention that they obviously do on your birthday, and you know, spend their hard-earned money on me. But the biggest issue, there's canary just there. The biggest issue is kind of difficult to talk about, and I don't think I've spoken about it on this channel before. But I do want to open up and be honest. I think it's an important part of the ASMR community, and I think it helps other people to heal if they can hear your stories. I know it certainly helped me listening to various other ASMR artists talking about mental health, life experiences, and whatever else. But my parents they're not the nicest parents in the world. My dad was never really around much. He missed most of my birthdays growing up. He was there for a few when I was younger, and then he sort of drifted in and out, I guess. But my mum, she was always around, and up until my early teens, you know, she was a good mum, as much as she could be, but things changed when she met somebody new. I don't suppose they did change. I think she always had these narcissistic tendencies when I was younger, but they weren't as prevalent. And then as I got older, it just sort of got worse, and I became a bit of a target for her a lot of the time. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that too much today, because it is quite raw, and I don't feel ready to completely talk about it, but that's one of the reasons I don't really enjoy my birthday, because it's never really felt like my birthday was about me. And as much as I obviously don't want to be the centre of attention or anything like that, I don't know, it's difficult to explain. My birthday just never really felt like it was about me, and very often my mum had a way of trying to spoil special events that weren't about her. So she would often find some way to spoil Christmas, birthdays, celebrations in general, and even her own birthday. Actually, there would always be some sort of issue that she would come up with. I cannot find cat on here. How hard can it be to find the word cat? So yeah, for a long time it really did put me off birthdays. But then last October I had not really a falling out with her. I tried to be honest with her about her behaviour, basically. I tried to call her out on her behaviour and say that I wasn't going to put up with it anymore, and that for us to have a relationship she needed to change the way that she behaved towards me, and it didn't go down well. I don't know if you know much about narcissists. I've certainly done a lot of reading in recent years as I've tried to understand her behaviour, and when you back them into a corner they just lash out. A lot of people, if you were to say to them, look, you've not been treating me very nicely, I feel really hurt by the way that you've been behaving and things need to change, most people would be horrified, wouldn't they? I know I certainly would. If somebody approached me and made me realise how I'd been making them feel, I would feel horrified. But unfortunately the same's not necessarily true for narcissists. because they never think that they've done anything wrong. Ah, this cat. Okay, I'm gonna have a bit of tea. Okay, chicken. So a narcissist's view on life is that they're never really in the wrong. And in fact, everybody is out to get them. So me trying to have an adult conversation with her and tell her that she wasn't making me feel good and that things, you know, I didn't say I didn't want her in my life. I just said that things needed to change, you know, for our relationship to move forward, and she lashed out and didn't like it and pretty much told me never to contact her again. So in many ways things have been a lot easier without her in my life, because it is a little bit like a weight has been lifted. I'm not walking on eggshells all the time and wondering what kind of mood she's going to be in and if she's going to pick a fight. And there's chimp. Right, I'm going to switch colours just because I can. So yeah, in many ways it has been easier. Oops. Since I sort of cut ties with her. But it's had wider repercussions because narcissists are very convincing, and they will convince other people around you that you're the person in the wrong. I'm very lucky that my sister understands my mum's behaviour, and she's also cut her out of her life as well because she's experienced similar behaviour as well. So I'm very lucky that I do still have my sister and her daughter and my sister's husband as well. But unfortunately, my mum's nastiness and negativity was more widespread, and my grandparents no longer speak to me either. They didn't really stop speaking to me as such. They just, again, I'm not going to go into it too much here, but we don't currently have a relationship, and I do find that very difficult because I thought a lot of them growing up, but they've sided with my mum. They don't know the full story. They don't even know half of the story, really. Deep down, I think I know. I think they really know what her behaviour is like, but you know, she's their daughter, and there are other reasons as well. But so not only was I anticipating obviously not hearing from my mum this year on my birthday, but also my grandparents as well, and I was obviously prepared for that, and I knew that was going to be the case, but it hit me quite badly, and for a stupid reason I felt guilty. Even though it was supposed to be my day, obviously, I felt guilty that they weren't in my life. So yeah, it's been quite a rough birthday this year, and it's been quite painful, and I'm toying with the idea of actually not celebrating birthdays anymore going forward because of all my sort of past experiences. I don't know if there's a cat in here or whether there's something falling over. Oh, something. That was strange, something just fell over in the corner for no reason. I thought maybe one of the cats was hiding in here, but there's definitely no cat over there. I've had quite a few strange spiritual experiences recently, but perhaps I'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, so yeah, it was quite a difficult year this year, and I don't know whether I do want to celebrate going forward because it always feels quite painful. And I guess I'm so in the habit of... Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on over there. It's definitely not a cat in here. So yeah, I guess I'm in the habit of just dreading my birthday, and I don't know. I'm 32 years old now. I think it's quite deep set, and I don't know whether I can change that. So I might just not celebrate going forward. Where is Goose? There's loads of double O's on here. I bet you guys can see them and you're just like shouting at the screen. Oh, there it is. It wasn't all doom and gloom though. There were some lovely things that happened. My boyfriend made a real effort. He bought me some equipment for YouTube filming actually, which was super sweet. So it's like a lighting kit and a backdrop, but as you know, I don't show myself on YouTube at the moment, but I could still do some cool backdrops, I suppose. It's just finding somewhere to set it up and understanding how to use it all properly. So I haven't used it today, which I'm sure he'll tell me off about. But he made an effort and my sister made a real effort as well. So, you know, I am very lucky with the people that I do have in my life. But there were a number of other people who either forgot or didn't really make an effort, and I don't know, it just gets difficult. Sorry, I've got a bit of a shadow going on from my hand there. I'm sure if I was using my new lighting, that wouldn't be an issue. Okay, so horse. Wow, I've been talking for nearly 20 minutes already. Sorry, guys. I don't mean it all to be doom and gloom. I just wanted to talk about what's been happening lately and, and how I've been feeling, just to open myself up a bit and, like I say, hopefully help somebody else if they feel these things too. I'm sure there are loads of people who have experiences of narcissists in their life, and you really do have to put yourself first, but it's not easy, and I will talk about the full story at some point and the kind of things that happened as I was growing up. But no, it's not easy. It's very painful, it's very emotional, but ultimately you do have to put yourself first. So, some other things then I can talk about. So I went to see the new Lion King movie yesterday. I absolutely love Disney. I love The Lion King. It's one of my favourite films of all time, one of my favourite Disney films of all time as well. So my boyfriend had booked yesterday off to spend with me and asked what I wanted to do, and the weather was gross, so I just thought, let's go and see The Lion King. Let's have a drop of tea. This is a really poorly made cup of tea, but never mind. I love the mug. Oh, weird throat noises. So yeah, we went to see The Lion King and it was really, really good. I haven't actually read any reviews on it or anything like that, so I didn't know. I knew Beyonce was in it, but I didn't know who else was in it. I didn't know what the general consensus was about whether people liked it or not. So it was quite nice to go in open-minded. But no, I thought they did a really good job. It was kind of strange because they did almost film word for word and scene for scene in many places, but then in other places they kind of just went off a bit. I don't feel it flowed quite as well as the Disney original did. There were some moments which just felt a little bit jarring, like they didn't quite make sense. I think it was explained a lot better in the original. Okay, the one thing that did really bug me, really bugged me, I'm sure I'm not alone in this, but I was okay with how Scar looked. I know there was a lot of uproar over how Scar looked when, you know, the trailers and the movie stills and things were released. I was totally fine with that, you know. But they ruined his song. Oh, I love Scar's song in the original movie. It's so camp. And so, I don't know, I just love it. It's fabulous. It's just fabulous. One of my favourite songs in the whole movie. And they ruined it. They made it more of like, I don't know, it was just like a shouty, be prepared. Not the, you know, shoulder jiggling, be prepared. So that really bugged me. I can't find Monkey. Rafiki wasn't as good either. I thought Mufasa was excellent. Sarabi wasn't as powerful, I don't think, as she is in the original, but she was fine. Nala had quite a few lines, but I guess that's because they cast... Oh, there it is. I guess that's because they cast Beyonce, so they had to, you know, give her more lines and stuff. Simba was fine. Pumbaa was good. Seth Rogen as Pumbaa was really good. Timon had a kind of annoying voice, but he was fine. Yeah, so on the whole, I think they did a fairly decent job, but they killed me with that Scar song. It wasn't as emotional as well, I didn't think anyway. I still cried, oh my god, don't get me wrong, I still cried when Mufasa meets his end. It's very sad. Gets me every time. I don't know how many times I've watched the original movie, but every damn time I cry. But yeah, it wasn't quite as moving. The dialogue, that was one of the places where the dialogue was slightly different. I didn't realise how much I had memorised the narrative in the original film. It's almost like I knew word for word what was supposed to come up, and then when it didn't, I was like, oh okay. Parrot, where are you, Parrot? Let's start at the top. So yeah, I don't think it was quite as sad, but it's probably a good thing because it was obviously live action. But it was very good, and I really enjoyed myself. And I felt a lot better yesterday than I have been feeling. Oh, there it is. Than I have been feeling recently. So it was nice. It was good. Okay, Peacock. My channel has been gradually gathering more subscribers as well, so big welcome to everybody new who has joined. I'm very grateful for you subscribing. It's lovely to see those numbers going up and to know that people are watching and hopefully enjoying my content. Been having a few comments and stuff as well lately, which I'm really grateful of. Shout out to Low Growl ASMR who commented on one of my videos last night, which was awesome. I love his content. You should definitely check him out. His channel has really boomed recently, and it's very much deserved. He's got a fabulous voice, very relaxing. But yeah, I was really grateful that he stopped by to say hello. Come on, where are you? Okay, let's start at the top again. P, 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 P. Yeah, I feel kind of weird today. Maybe I'm coming down with something. I think I'm feeling all of the emotions from the last few days, but also feeling kind of chilled. I don't really have anything to do today. I've just been, like, I got up late and I've been eating some snacks and just watching catching up on some TV. So I've been watching Drag SOS. I think it was on a while ago now on Channel 4, earlier in the year. Maybe before the summer or during the summer, I don't know. So I've been catching up on that on Channel 4, and that was really fun to watch. Really moving, like lots of people needing a confidence boost. I kind of wish I could go on something like that. I never would though. So yeah, I don't really have anything to do today, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I just feel a bit odd. I don't know. So I just thought I would make a video and just chat to you guys and do a word search, which I'm not doing very well at, I don't think. Where the flip is this one? Might come back to that. Now I saw a swan somewhere earlier. Where did I see it? So what have you guys been up to anyway? And how have you been feeling? How have you been doing? I hope everybody's doing well. See, now I'm making the mistake of I'm trying to look for too many. I'm trying to look for peacock and swan and turtle, which is never going to be good, is it? There's got to be something around here, because, and around here and here. Ah, this one. Turtle. Okay, so we just need to find peacock and toad. I'm going to try and make another video today as well. So this one that I'm making now, this will go up today, but I'm going to try and make another one ready for next weekend, because I think I missed. I try and upload one a week, usually on the weekend. I think I missed one last week, so I'm going to try and film maybe 2 or 3 videos today, so that I've got a bit of, oh gosh, sorry, got a bit excited then, didn't I? So I've got a bit of a backlog. Oh, there we go. Need to readjust. Come on, where are you? Oh, there you are. You're a backwards, little backwards cheeky word. There we go. Okay, we did it. We found them all. We've still got tea left. I actually do feel much better having talked to you guys today. Thank you to anybody who listens, and thank you to anyone who's got this far, and to anybody who does have a narcissist or did have a narcissist in their life. I'm really sorry. I know what you're going through and what you've been through, and I'm here if you want to talk. Just look after yourself, okay? And to everybody that's been watching today, please look after yourselves as well, and thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.